This is an implicit bias. This particular harm here was the appearance of impropriety or the appearance of bias that might have affected all the defendants because of the judge's perception that the police department was rife with gang members and that one or more of the defendants had targeted his law clerk. So he clearly felt strongly about this. This impacted the judge's personnel themselves. And I think that the judge who granted the new trial was absolutely spot on. That was required in this case. You might have a different posture of plea negotiations. I think that is probably the most likely result since the defendants have been convicted but now have benefited from a new trial. They may come to the table and say, look, we want a deal, we want a better deal or whatever.
He not only exhibited bias, but he engaged in ex parte communications with the prosecutor's office, which the prosecution, I think, properly noted. And in that setting, it clearly signals to me that this was a judge who essentially ceased to be mindful of his responsibilities to do everything within his power to appear as even-handed as possible because he was as upset as he was. The community is going to be stepping back and looking at this judge and asking themselves, this judge seems to be harboring some very strong feelings about the police that inure to the detriment of respect for the courts generally. Are judges generally going to be exhibiting this kind of latent bias or explicit bias toward the police? And so I think it wouldn't surprise me that a complaint is filed. It wouldn't surprise me that some kind of disciplinary process gets invoked.